This is a difficult time for a lot of families right now. Just putting food on the table can be hard enough, but there are groups out there that want to help. And one of those groups joining us right now, Jesse Ahmed and Pastor Cal Thompson with Reach the Heart. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, and Jesse, nice to see you. You are kind of a regular on our show, or you had been, and now we don't get to see anyone in our studio, but we're still getting to see your faces here on Skype today.
And I get to sit beside her. This really makes me look better, doesn't it?
Well, she has great energy, and she makes us all look better, to be honest. So, okay, let's start, though, with you, Pastor. I want to talk a little bit about the Reach the Heart ministry. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, Reach the Heart Ministry, we began last fall and we began to kick it off. And it came out of me doing a lot of outreach experiences in the inner cities of Chicago, but I've also had a desire to reach some of the smaller communities. So Reach the Heart is both reaching the urban cities, and I've been in Chicago 29 different years, and this would have been my 30th year, so I'm going through a little grieving. We've had to cancel that, but also going into smaller communities less than 1,000 people where maybe they get forgotten a lot. And they just need something special to happen. So we started to do that. And so that was what was behind Reach the Heart, and that's the direction we are planning to go with that.
I love that. You know, yeah, the need is not based just in a large city. It's everywhere, right? That's kind of why you've decided to expand.
That's a good way of saying it, Lisa. It is everywhere. People are hurting, whether they're inner city or whether they're small town. Everybody has an experience. Everybody has something they need to walk through. And so it's just an exciting opportunity.
And Jesse, how did you get involved?
Well, Pastor Cal and I have known each other for a long time. His daughter babysat for me. My kids have been involved in youth group. And so we kind of knew each other outside of this and thought this was a great opportunity to work together again.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you have planned here in Fargo-Moorhead.
Well, what we're doing is this literally dropped into my lap a few days ago, about a week and a half ago, rather, and the opportunity that food could be brought in with all the things that are going on because of the COVID-19 experience and people hurting out of work and things like that. And the truth is, a lot of food was just going to waste. And so some organizations have stepped in, and I'm working with two of them, World Vision and City Serve, and bringing food to people. And so then they shared with me the idea. And as I began to think about this thing, and this thing just began to grow, I began to share it with other people. And I met Jesse again, and all of a sudden this thing's just exploded. What we are doing is providing 25-pound boxes. We're calling them cartons of care, that are filled with fruit and vegetables and all sorts of things, all fresh, being brought in on a semi-truck this weekend, and we'll begin to give that away on Saturday morning. So that's how I became connected with it. Everything is free. There's no strings attached. Everybody can get something, and we're just looking forward to being able to help people.
How perfect and great timing. You know, the need was there before the pandemic, but obviously so many more people are in a bad place right now. And how will, maybe if you would have done this 1 year ago, it would be different. I mean, things are different now, even in this project, I would imagine, because of COVID-19.
Oh, yeah. Even like the idea, I would be going to Chicago actually in about a week and a half. We had it all scheduled with over 200 people going with us on this trip. And then that had to be canceled, and other things have had to be canceled. But here I am now having an opportunity to let Reach the Heart be something that we're going to be all about, and touching even the lives of our community here. So again, people are not able to do a lot of things, and maybe are looking for something to do. And so with this, not only do I believe we can help people, but also it's an opportunity for others to come and help us and give away food. And we've got such plans with this. We know we got 1,000 boxes coming in, and we don't anticipate there's going to be many left, but if there are, we're going to load them up and take them to different neighborhoods and just give it to people and just say, hey, here, we just want to love on people and have fun.
And Jesse, it sounds like this would be an easy one to sign on for, but when you first heard about this project, why did you say, I have to be a part of it?
Oh, well, like you said, with so many things being canceled, and you just want to give back. I'm just missing that opportunity to be able to help people and to give back and really make a difference in the community. And so I was thrilled for this opportunity and to get others involved. All those great connections that you have, it's wonderful to get those people involved and to get the word out and be able to get people there so that we can bless them.
And Pastor Cal, I know you provided some pictures. Maybe we could share some of those pictures and you could tell us a little bit about what we're seeing.
Sure. Well, there's one of the children in the inner city of Chicago, and most of the pictures that I've sent over to you, that was just a young little child right there. That's the kind of families we reach in Chicago. And what's interesting is you see these little kids, and there may be some others that you have there too, but all of a sudden the people that go with us and the students that go with us, these kids just are hanging on to some of these people, and we're hanging on to them, and they create quite an emotional connect for us. And we want to speak into their lives. We want to help them. We want to offer them a message of hope, but that they also have a future as well. So they're a group called DPB. They've been up here for what we've done in the past few years with Fargo United and Officer Bloom. And these guys come in, and they've been going to Chicago with me for over 20 years, believe it or not. And they do these on the streets and things, the dancing and all of the sort of thing. This is actually a police officer in the inner city of Chicago that I got to know. One day we were on the street, and there was about 1,000 persons on the street with our celebration event we were doing there, and she got up on the stage and started doing some music and impersonation of Michael Jackson. And what was interesting about that is, the police there are not the most loved people there. But after she got done, these kids and even young adults and teenagers were running up, and they were so excited to talk to her, get a picture with her, and just be that way. So what we do also is provide that opportunity for people to connect with one another. And that actually is a police officer in the background back there with DPB. That's David Brooks there. And we do this on the stage, and they just have a lot of fun doing this kind of thing together.
Oh, wow.
And that's part of the crowd there, that every evening what we do on the streets is we take barbecues. We set up, and we are feeding some nights several hundred, even upwards of 1,000 people with food. Again, we get it donated. We get people to help with us. And we offer a message of hope, but we also offer a meal. There's what it's all about right there. When you see that, two little children there just sitting together and just experiencing hanging out with each other and loving each other, not letting racial issues be the problem. That little boy, oh man, there you go. He said that one, the smile on his face. We have a group of, get this, senior ladies in our community that knit or put together pillowcases together for me. And last year we took 70 some pillowcases. We bought the pillows, put it in there, and the children had a chance to win a pillow. Look at his excitement. That's what he was all about. He was so excited about winning a pillow. And the truth is, some of those kids don't even have that. Oh, this story in of itself is great. I spend a lot of time at a coffee shop, and there was one day I was in the coffee shop, and a man came up to me and he said, I was wearing a shirt, the exact shirt that she's wearing there, Hope for the City. And he said, what's that all about? And I explained what we do, and we feed homeless people. We go down and spend time. This lady was a homeless lady that we were able to reach into her. And that man, before he left, came over and gave me $50 and said, hey, use this to feed somebody who's homeless. That's one of the police officers down in Chicago. And, if you've ever, your network carries the whole Chicago PD thing, and he kind of works with them a little bit in the show there. So I asked him if I could wear his shield. Just made me feel a little important and excitement. And so he's making me feel like I've got some power. And there's a picture of the box that we'll be handing out this Saturday. It's in a case, a carton, and you can see it's just loaded, and it's all fresh fruit, all fresh vegetables. And so it's a win for everybody.
It definitely is. Okay, the 13th and the 27th, an incredible ministry, Reach the Heart. Thank you both for joining us and for what you're doing. It's really incredible.
And on the 13th, again, I just want to tell you 8 a.m. to 2, but on the 27th, 2 semis are coming in that night. So it'll be double what we're giving away this Saturday. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. It's incredible. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you. Stay with us. Coming up next, it's another wonderful Wish Wednesday here on North Dakota Today.